Salve, rapaziada, primeiramente boa tarde, boa noite, bom dia aí, episódio 2, State of Decay, Lifeline, mano. Vamos contatar a Doug Household. Então tá aqui, rapaziada, utilize o nosso satélite de comunicação aprimorado para falar com HIGHROAD, não é Doug Household, nosso QG militar perto da capital do estado, para obter novas ordens.
This is Greyhound 1, trying to reach HIGHROAD Actual.
Stand by, Greyhound 1.
This is HIGHROAD Actual. Greyhound 1, switch to encrypted channel 1-5 so we can speak freely. Greyhound 1, this is Brigadier General Henry Connors. I understand you've been busy extracting assets from Danforth.
Colonel Peel was providing intel for us, sir. We understand he's gone dark.
Affirmative. Doghouse is no longer active, but before we lost contact, he sent us a burst transmission with plenty of intel. He had one objective good to go and a whole stack of leads. Your orders are to stay on mission, assuming you still have the personnel.
Roger that, sir. Ready and willing. Be advised, we've set up an outpost at the LZ. The call sign is Black Friday. We're on the radio 24/7.
Black Friday. Acknowledged. We'll keep the birds in the air for you. You keep your eyes open for military assets lost in the field. We'll use anything you can find. Now, about that target. Dr. Horn made several visits to a medical examiner named Timothy Hall just in the past week. If these visits had anything to do with the outbreak, that office may contain some of the earliest known samples of the disease. The ME's office is on lockdown, so there's a good chance of survivors. If Hall is alive, get him out of there. If he's dead, then just send us whatever you can find.
Wilco, sir. Black Friday out.
Porque ele estava em contato com o Dr. Horn. Agora tem uma missão lá onde eu tenho um posto avançado. Resgatar o... Vamos lá. Alô, doutor? Deus, o doutor tá sofrendo dano. Rapaz, foi meio complicado isso aqui, hein? Precisa não.
The army? I can't believe it. I thought I was the only one left alive.
Dr. Hall, we're actually here to get something from you.
Is this about those bodies they brought in last week? I was right, wasn't I? They all had the same weird pathology, even though they came from completely different sources.
Do you still have any samples?
Yes. Around here, somewhere. Sorry, this place is a mess. I'll gather up what I can.
Agora dá cobertura pro doutor aí. Enquanto isso, eu posso lutear também, né? É, aí faz barulho.
Better get ready for company. Grab it and finish!
Vai, doutor, resolve isso logo pra gente ir embora.
We should do one more sweep.
All my notes are in my head. With the power out, now they're just in my head.
I guess we'll just have to get you back alive then, huh?
Olha que corno, mano.
All right, that's it.
Sai daí, sai daí.
Everything else is either missing or with Dr. Horn.
Then it's missing. Dr. Horn is dead.
What? Well, of course he is. Who isn't dead right now?
Aí vai fazer muito barulho, né?
It's like every body they brought in last week had this infection that wasn't an infection.
You didn't call the CDC?
Nobody was dying of a disease. These were accident victims, homicides, heart attacks. I didn't want to start a whole thing over a few weird cadavers.
corpos que foram tragos. que era zumbis para ser estudados? Tá aí uma boa questão. E vai ter um cerco agora.
It's a command outpost. We call it Black Friday. You know, because of all the crowds trying to get inside.
E aí?
This is Black Friday to HIGHROAD. We've got Timothy Hall en route to your position with a pack full of samples.
Roger that, Black Friday. Hope you got what we need. I wrote out.
Agora a gente pode ir lá salvar o cara, ó. Morreu. Tristeza.
Black Friday, we're picking up a strange broadcast here that none of my folks can make any sense of.
Aí a Cleo aí.
11 Tango Lima, November 99 Foxtrot 6-1 Quebec. This is Cleo. Order at DC. 11 Tango Lima.
We put together our best guess as to the location, but it isn't using standard grid reference, so we can't be too sure. Go find out who else is operating in RAO. We need to get on the same page. I wrote out.
I'm hearing that our latest caller has been picked up by the military again. Are you Army guys confused or what? You abandon the city when you think we're all going to die, but when somebody gets on the radio, suddenly you're here to save us. Fuck, where were you when my neighborhood was turning into a zombie nest?
Eu tô tentando achar material e não consigo. O que apareceu no mapa? A Cleo. Vamos lá na Cleo. Uma granada e um molotov só pra fazer o trabalho. Agora pode parar o carro aqui e lutear tudo. Delícia. Vamos ver o que tem aqui primeiro. Ui. E eu acho que não vai dar não, viu?
Gotta be more careful next time.
Ai.
Please transmit service feedback within 24 hours.
Guardou, 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 guardou. Guardou. Opa. Aqui guardou a picareta.
No room for
Não
that.
vai dar pra levar tudo. Tá bom, só sair da área agora.
Black Friday, I understand this beacon was some kind of supply drop. Military, or at least made to look that way. I don't know of any other supply operations in your area. So as far as I'm concerned, that crate is yours. Exercise caution. I wrote out.
Vamos voltar pra base agora.
Black Friday. Requesting additional forces at my position inside the Highway 9 tunnel.
Black Friday to... Who is this again?
I've been listening to you pokes yammer on the radio for a couple days now, doing your best to fuck up the apocalypse. So how about we argue call signs later after you fucking come out here and reinforce my ass?
Get off this frequency, buddy. This is for grown-up army work, not whatever it is you're doing.
What I'm doing is saving the damn world, shit for brains. I got the key to fixing this whole mess right here in my pack. What I don't have is a way out of this damn tunnel. You want to get out of this mess alive? I suggest you send me a fucking extraction.
Is this guy for real?
I don't know, but this is the best show I've had since the lights went out. I say we go get this guy.
Vamos lá ajudar o Sasquatch, né? Só vamos deixar as paradas aqui na base. Agora dá pra fazer silenciador, já que muito material. Essa é calibre 45, velho. E é silenciado, então já solta essa daqui. Faz essas paradas todas aí. Eu acho. Porra nenhuma, vai arrumar barulhão. Mas vou ficar com ela. E os reforça o sarquash. Vamos resgatar a Madison primeiro, vamos lá. A ajuda chegou, mas já veio uma horda pra cima de mim. Bem que ela tá longe. Essa mulher tá lá no supermercado, é?
Is that an infestation?
Senhorita Madison.
All clear.
Já matamos... Nossa, infestação.
Stay back! I'm smashing heads in here.
Senhor, você parece um zumbi com a lanterna na tua cara. Oi?
Wait, you're alive? You're the army? I thought you guys had cleared out.
Not yet. Someone made a call on a cell phone from this location?
You mean this phone? I borrowed it from this girl right before the shelter went down. She had to run off without it.
We're going to broaden our search. Grant was last seen alive, but her current status and location are unknown.
Wait, you're here to rescue her? Well, who is she?
Just a college student.
Hey, I'm a college student.
Just show me where you think she went.
Aqui dá pra dar uma luteada, hein? E a gente tem que achar a garota.
We should do one quickly. Anybody in here? Damn.
Opa,
It's good to see
uma música aqui do nada, velho.
Madison Grant? We've got a helicopter inbound to pick you up.
Are you serious? Let's get the hell out of here.
Volta para a basezinha.
Miss Grant, I'm sorry. Thomas Horn is dead. We need your help with his notes. Were you involved with his research?
Oh. Yeah. We were involved. I mean, we were working together. Since his wife left him, we, spent a lot of time together. At the lab, I mean. Well, mostly at the lab. He had this theory that the simplest forms of life could define more complete systems if we looked at them not as independent organisms, but as modification instructions for more complex systems.
Miss Grant, I just need to know that I'm rescuing someone who knows the science and not just Dr. Horn's girlfriend.
I know the science, and I'm his girlfriend. The two aren't mutually exclusive. Get me on that helicopter, and I'll show you what I can do.
Yeah, I like that plan. I'm getting on the helicopter too, right?
Vai cima, pode ficar tranquilo.
All right, stay close to the landing zone until your ride gets here. Cure this thing for us, all right?
Thank you. I'll do what I can.
Deu um Sasquatch agora, né, cara? Dá um alô lá no Sasquatch lá, rapidão. Só deixar essas paradas aqui. E olha onde o Sasquatch faz a gente se meter, velho. No túnel, eu não confio em túnel. Nossa, tem um gritador aqui. Meu Deus do céu, isso aqui tá... Ai! Sasquatch, Sasquatch. Os zumbis são meio que cegos aqui, velho, mas é zumbi infinito. Não vou fazer mais nada, não.
About time you showed up. Let's get my high-speed, low-drag ass back to your base.
Ó, cara, no estilo. Mano, isso aqui dá muito medo, velho. Isso é louco. Vamos sair daqui, pelo amor de Deus, velho. Isso aqui tá me dando agonia. Claro, tem uma mochila aqui e eu não vou deixar de pegar, né? Opa!
Nice.
Maneira a pistola, velho. Volta pra base.
So, Your name is Sasquatch?
My name is His Holiness Sergeant Kelly Eldridge III. Fucking Esquire.
All right. You know, I could have left you back in that tunnel.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize this was a fucking daycare. Gotta learn to say please and thank you.
What's this miracle you say you're toting around?
You ain't got the clearance.
No, I ain't got the patience.
Just get me back to base to talk to my handler, all right? Clear this whole thing right the hell up.
O Sasquatch fodão. Não tem permissão pra falar, ele tem que falar com o chefe. Isso aí. Vamos ver o que esse cara vai fazer pra ajudar nós. Aí.
I don't know any Sergeant Eldridge. We had an agency operation over at Doghouse before it went dark. Not much chance of contacting them now.
So this guy's legit, General?
I have no idea. I'd guess your guy is Special Activities Division, but what he was doing in
Ele
there...
parece o nômade do Ghost Recon.
I'll tell you what I was doing. Getting tissue samples from one of those armless, noisy freaks. My handler said this biopsy is worth me risking my funky ass. So do you people want it or not?
If it's intel on the Zeds, we want it. Put Sergeant Eldridge on the next bird.
Not yet. I got a whole list of freaks to get through first. Oh, and without my handler, I'm gonna need access to your intel.
Sir?
Can you afford to turn down another rifle? Take him on.
Roger that. But he's not going on another freak hunting mission without an escort. Rescuing him once is enough. You want our intel, you're under our command. Got it?
Oh, yes, sir.
Recrutado, sargento.
So I guess you're my commanding officer now. Well, by your leave, boss. Can I pretty please continue my operation?
Aí vai aparecer missão com ele, né? E onde é? É isso mesmo.
My handler had me collecting tissue samples from the freaks. You know, the Zeds that feature enhanced person murdering capabilities.
We've killed plenty of those already if you want to go through the pile.
It's not that easy. I need them in good condition. That means killing them in a certain way. And I get my sample while the body's still twitching. For this trip, we're going after a bloater. And that means I need you to score a headshot. Think you can handle that?
I wouldn't be here if I couldn't.
Acertar um tiro na cabeça do inchado, hein, rapaziada. A última vez que eu vi aqui tinha dois selvagens ali, mano. Eu estou com muito medo desses selvagens, que eles são muito ferozes.
Zed's on your right.
Ele tá aqui. Agora, como que eu vou ser... Bugou. Meu Deus, eu não posso chegar perto. Se eu chegar perto, ele vai explodir.
Target spotted.
Sai daí, sai daí, sai daí, sai daí! Headshot.
Good enough. I can work with this. Well, you won't be needing that anymore.
What'd you take?
Well, look at you. Aren't you curious? I got a sample from his gut, which is hard to do without piercing the outer flesh and making him go boom. Now let's get moving and make this shit somebody else's problem.
Levar ele de volta pra base, rapaziada. É isso mesmo, vamos.
What are we supposed to learn from this sample?
We learn what's up inside these guys. Are they really just bloated corpses? Because last time I checked, popping open a corpse didn't kill everybody in the room. Somehow, that bloater went from human being to chemical weapon in less than a day.
Maybe the Zed virus just...
Excuse me? Virus?
Isn't it a virus?
Nobody knows what it is. But it sure as shit ain't a virus. We'd have seen it by now. This is something else. Something much worse.
Tá falando que não é um vírus. Ele tá cheio de arma, mano. Aí, eu quero esse aqui. Chegamos na base.
You should be fine from here.
Thanks. We got it from here.
Guardar todo o loot. Vou dar um cafezinho pra ela, porque ela já sentiu a fadiga. Cafezinho, cafezinho. Cafezinho tomado.
Time to get it on.
Eu acho que o doutor e aquela mulher lá, né? Não sei. Esse acho que vai ficar porque ele ainda tem muita missão pra fazer.
Hi, Road. This is Black Friday. The helo is away. Madison Grant is on board.
Copy that, Black Friday. We've got a workstation set up for her with everything we could salvage from Horn's research. So let's hope she's been doing her homework. HIGHROAD out.
Vamos torcer pra ela que ela tenha conhecimento científico. Guardar tudo aqui. E pegar a nossa brilhante arma de volta. Ah, não. Falando nisso, eu vou botar a pistola na mão dessa mulher e trocar, né? Trocar pra personagem principal.
You ready to head out? I ain't waiting here forever. This time we're getting up close and personal. Bring a good blade with you. None of that golf club bullshit.
Rapaziada, tudo almoçando aí, pegar um personagem de volta. E aqui, mano, a gente vai de 762. Cadê o fuzil roubadão? Aqui, ó. SKS, tem silenciador na base, 60 munição. Mete-lhe o silenciador nela. E... na verdade, isso aqui não presta não, né? Porque eu não consigo usar essa parada aqui. Levador desse aqui, porque eu não sei, né? Dois molotov. E saquash. Eu tô com a lâmina.
We're calling those ferals.
Whatever. I can't have you beating it to death or blowing its head off. We need a good, clean kill with a sharp blade so I can harvest most of the head. See, it's got no eyes, but it knows where we are. Eggheads want to know how.
Cadê? Lá em cima, mano. Ele aí.
Target spotted. I should say
agora é bater nele.
Good enough. I can work with this.
Let's just get the samples and go.
Só isso, missão. Delícia.
What do you think they'll get out of this sample?
The very last piece of a secret weapon that'll kill all the Zeds and return the world to normal. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. No bullshit Hollywood even for us. The bad boys back at base want to know how we end up with so many of these ferals. If this was a random mutation, we'd have seen it one time and that's it. But no, we see feral after feral and then another feral. It's like they're following a blueprint. Lose the eyes, stretch out the limbs, and have a hunger for human flesh. Over and over again.
Who would write a blueprint like that?
Fuck if I know. Maybe something makes certain people change in a certain way when they get dead. Ain't my area of expertise.
Opa.
I just hunt the fuckers.
Rapaziada, a gente viu ali, a gente abriu uma parada ali, a gente achou um monte de arma, velho, no caminhão. Agora é levar essas costas pra base. Precisa de mais. Ele vai precisar do gordão em breve, tenho certeza.
Thanks. We got it from here.
Bora guardar as armas que a gente achou, né? No meio do caminho a gente achou. Mano, tem uma arma aqui de 100 balas.
We need you to pick up a young man by the name of Hadley Weston.
What's his connection to Dr. Horn?
None. This is a separate opportunity. FEMA is a no-show, so the governor is relying on private business owners to set up supply lines and refugee shelters. The kid you're after, Hadley Weston, his family owns the biggest food shipping network in the region. We need to keep the Westons working with us, so your orders are to go get their son. I wrote out.
We've got a live one, people. Go ahead, you're on the air.
I run a store outside of town, and I've got a whole shipment of food and supplies here with me. If you get me out of town, you can have it. I just want to live.
Vamos guardar as armas e fazer as missões. Pegar o silenciador e munições. Nossa, tem...
Hey, you know what I just realized? I've seen like 3 guys get bit by Zeds, and none of them died. Well, not from the bites anyways.
Yeah, and when that bite gets infected, if you don't hit it with antibiotics, you might lose a limb.
Yeah, but we got antibiotics. So why the fuck did that doctor shoot himself in the head? All he had was a little bite. This doctor's supposed to be the expert on Zeds, and he killed himself over some monster movie shit? So tell me again why we care about this dead guy's crazy ideas.
Verdade. Vamos pegar o refugiado primeiro. Chegamos na moça, ela tá lutando contra zumbis. Aonde? Em cima? Moça, você é da guerra. Vem cá, vem cá. Oxi.
Don't worry about me. Help the others.
Vamos. Cuidarei da retaguarda. Eu tô ouvindo um monte de zumbi na minha direita. Ai, silenciador, véi.
So much for noise discipline.
Faz a fila aí pra morrer, vocês. Ah, filha da mãe. Ai, ai, ai.
Don't worry about me. Help the others.
Ai. Ajuda a moça! Ah, meu Deus, encheu de zumbi aqui, velho.
Not sure that's a good idea.
Meu Deus, eu não consegui sair. Olha só. Ah, eu não acredito nisso, cara. Rapaziada, que triste foi isso aqui, mano. Que triste foi isso aqui, cara. A moça que desceu aqui, caraca, velho. Que triste foi isso aqui. Não era pra ela ter descido, mano. Perdi a minha personagem principal. A Garubane é secundária, agora virou principal. Caraca, velho. Como eu tô triste, mano. Como tudo acabou numa velocidade, né? Que tristeza. Então vamos dar uma luteada e sair daqui.
Nice.
Da puta. Botamos a mochila aí, mano. Tô me sentindo mal.
HIGHROAD, please inform the governor that we lost Headley Weston.
How did you lose him?
It was kind of inevitable, sir. He isn't very smart. Wasn't. Black Friday out.
Perdemos o Wardley não sei o que, velho. Beleza. A mulher morreu? É a outra.
Are we ready to go find us another screamer? I already got one screamer for these fobbits, but now they need another one. They're saying I gotta kill it with fire this time. Preserve the internal structure of the brain or some shit.
Well, let's get it finished, quick. Last thing I want to see is you get bored.
Perdemos o cara lá, mas a gente vai fazer a missão do Sasquatch aqui. E aqui eu vou levar... Vou parar de distrair o zumbi, mano. Munição, arma... É aqui que não tem bagulho de distrair o zumbi. Tristeza. Bora, Sasquatch. Mano, a missão apareceu aqui, ó. Vou guardar esse aqui.
We've got to kill it with fire?
Yeah. I hope you brought a Molotov or something. Otherwise, you're gonna be useless as tits on a boat. If you ain't ready to burn a Zed, then let's turn around and get ready.
Tem o Molotov? Eu vou levar 3 então, hein, pô. Vamos.
My fellow survivors, it looks like the U.S. Army has failed us once again. But we all make mistakes, right? You might burn the roast, I might say fuck over the airwaves. Of course, an Army mistake gets people fucking killed. So how about you turn it around, soldier boys?
A gente ajuda e a gente é criticado do mesmo jeito, mano. Ajuda e é criticado do mesmo jeito, velho. É isso aí. Fazer essa missão aqui a gente encerra o episódio 2. E tem que dar a volta. Ele tá aqui, ó.
Target spotted. Watch your back.
Good enough. I can work with this. That's how I like it. Medium rare.
Levar ele de volta pra base e a gente encerra o episódio. Mano, eu ainda tô sentindo, tá, mano?
So the brain's a thing, right? Why is that? Cut off an arm, dig out their eyes, rip off their balls? The Zeds keep on coming. But you poke them once in the brain and splat. Dead.
How are we different? We can live through most of that, at least for a while. But shoot us in the brain, and we're just as gone as a Zed.
I'm just thinking that this parasite, or whatever, probably lives up in the brain. So you fuck up its home, it stops dead. Leaves the body to fall down and rot. Fuck! Why am I talking to you about it? You don't know shit more than I do.
Quanto ego, hein? Tô triste ainda sentido lá, mano. Que a gente perdeu 3 pessoas, velho.
You should be fine from here.
Thanks. We got it from here.
Tô sentido, velho. Perdemos 3 pessoas, mano.
This is Cleo. Order derived.
Muito tarde, Cleo.
Angels 40, 10 mics. Posit 11 Lima November 99 Bravo 61 Papa.
Black Friday, I assume you copied that? I wrote out.
Mas isso aí a gente deixa pra próxima, padrinho. Deixa pra próxima. Ela tá lá, Cleo? Tá lá nada, lá. Rapaziada, encerrando o episódio 2 de State of Decay Lifeline, te encontro no episódio 3. Eu estou muito triste, cara. A gente perdeu.
A lot of Dr. Horn's funding seems to have come from a little NGO called the Human Future Fund. It has an office in Danforth, run by a woman named Michelle Martin. Get into that office and bring back whatever intel you can find. If Dr. Horn or his colleagues sent documents to the HFF, we need to see them.
Clear, sir. Black Friday out.
Então, a nossa próxima missão é aqui, ó. Mas eu tô muito triste que a gente perdeu o personagem principal. Perdemos uma pessoa que a gente ia resgatar e perdemos uma outra pessoa de uma outra missão principal, que era o filho do dono das carnes aí, sei lá, mano. Ela morreu mais 2 pessoas, velho. Nossa, velho. Eu tô abatido, velho. Nossa, eu tô abatido, porque não era pra isso acontecer, tá ligado? Isso vai influenciar na história do jogo, talvez. E tá influenciando na minha cabeça. Então é isso aí. Te encontro no episódio 3 de State of Decay Lifeline. Série braba. Valeu!
Play now, ready for the show. I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own.